Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Great. Thanks for coming to sign the referendum on
Absolutely.
the tax bill. First of all, question is, do you understand what the tax bill is?
I think I have a general understanding of it, yeah. I mean, my grocery and gas taxes are gonna go up, and they're trying to make me think that that's not that big of a deal because my income taxes are going down, but it's a really big deal and it's not gonna benefit me.
Right. Well, okay, so yeah, so it's called the tax restructure, and it's the state has tried to restructure to meet some of the needs of the state. But I agree with your interpretation of the bill, which is why we're here fighting against the effort. So thanks for studying and understanding. But if you wanted to actually read the bill, it's over 200 pages, and you can go to the state legislator's webpage and le.utah.gov, where you can find the bill in its entirety. So
And that's all in here.
it's all in here as well. Yes, yes it is. The law required us to print the entire bill here. You can see how practical that is.
Absolutely.
So, before we go any further, have you been intimidated or pressured at all to be here today or to sign this?
Not at all. No.
And you do this of your own free will?
Absolutely.
Okay, great, thank you. Do you have your driver's license with you?
Yeah, I do, right here.
Thank you. And the reason we need your driver's license is because you're going to have to provide information here, and we have to validate that information. So it's good to have your driver's license. Are you a registered voter in Utah?
Yes, sir, I am.
And is the address on here the same address that you're registered with?
Yes.
The state? Okay, thank you. And so, well, it's good. Now, there's some language on here at the top that you're supposed to read, but what we're going to do is we're going to read it together and make sure you understand what it says. It says that it is a Class A misdemeanor for an individual to sign a referendum petition with any other name than the individual's own name, or knowingly to sign the individual's name more than once for the same measure. So let's pause there. Do you understand what those means? What those mean?
Yeah.
So you can only sign for yourself. You can't sign for anybody else.
And I can only sign once for myself.
Right. And it's important that you only sign once, because if you sign any other copy of this packet anywhere else, what will happen is that your signature will get voided, not only on one of them, but on every instance. So, okay, so we need to make sure that you don't sign this referendum anywhere else. Thank you. And okay, let's keep going. So, or to sign a referendum petition when the individual knows that the individual is not a registered voter. We've already covered that. You were aware that you are a registered voter.
Yes.
And knows that the individual does not intend to become registered to vote before the certification of the petition names by the county clerk. Okay, so you understand those and you agree to those terms?
Yeah, so like if I get my friends who aren't registered to vote yet, if they want to sign this and they register to vote by that time, then they're allowed to sign this?
For the integrity of the effort, we are requiring that you have it signed. You are registered to vote before you sign this.
Awesome.
Even though legally it's possible, but we are not.
Too complicated right now.
We're not going to take risks, because this is a very controversial effort, and so we have to be very careful because we can't lose votes. Okay, so a couple of other things that are important is that as you sign this, we have certain blocks here, and the first block says your voter's printed name. And so the voter's printed name, first of all, it has to be legible, right? And there have been instances in the past with petitions that because the county clerks couldn't read the name, they disqualified them. So we have to make sure that you write this legibly in black or blue ink.
Okay.
And anything you write needs to fit within the field here. We can't go outside the lines. Think back to 3rd grade, 2nd grade. No, don't go outside the lines. And then, so then next we're gonna sign here, okay? And once you sign, we're gonna date it here. And the date has to be month, day, year. For example, today is December 21st, so you're going to do 12/21/2000, 12/21/19. This field is pretty small. It's hard to put the year, the century in there, so 19. Okay. And then the street address, city, zip code. All those are very important. Street address needs to be written out, city, and then the zip code. Again, we can't forget the zip code or they won't count your vote. And finally here, this is optional, but we recommend that you provide your age or your birthday.
Okay.
For a couple of reasons. One of the reasons though is that it's possible that there's somebody else, since your name is Jane Smith, there could be another Jane Smith, and it could be the birth date could be the one thing that can differentiate. Oh, this is a Jane Smith that's 24 instead of 27 or whatever. Okay, so thank you very much. Now, let's see. Now, that's what you would have to go through if you have a signer signing it as the individual who's responsible for the packet. Though there are a couple of other things that you need to know. If you are the signature witness, well, what that means is that you are the owner of this packet. This packet cannot leave your site, right? So anytime somebody is signing this packet, you have to witness that signature. I can't just give it to a group so it'll go around in a circle and everybody signs it. And when the person signs it, we want to make sure to verify that the address they put down matches the address on the driver's license. Now there could be a case where the person is not living at the same address as is on the printed on the driver's license. And if that's the case, what you have to do is confirm that the petition signer is registered to vote with their correct address, and that is indeed the correct address, and the address on the driver's license is incorrect. So if you verify that, then the address that goes on here is the address that is used for voter registration, not the address on the driver's license. That is important to note. And finally, you have 2 weeks from the date that you have the first signature on here until the date that it's due at the county clerk's office. And so be careful about times, and otherwise, again, all that work will have been wasted. The entire packet is just
obsolete. What date is it due?
So again, you have 2 weeks from the first date of the signature, the first signature that you gathered, or January 20th, that is the final date. So if you've started on January 10th,
You
is the
don't
first
have to
date,
worry about it.
well, you make sure that it's turned in by January 20th. So, another thing is we are asking all of our signature witnesses, before they turn it into the county clerk, to take a picture of each of the pages of signatures. You have 7 signature pages with 7 signature lines each. So each of these packets is able to support 49 signatures. And you are not allowed, as a signature witness, to sign your own packet. You have to sign the petition on somebody else's packet. And when you turn it into the county clerk, you will have to make sure that you fill out the very last page. But do not fill out this last page until the packet is complete and you are turning it into the county clerk. And we're still trying to verify. So the suggestion is probably going to be that you sign this last page in front of the county clerk when you go to turn it in, so there are no questions. You should let the signer know that there's a good chance that somebody will reach out to them from the opposition to try to convince them to remove their name off of the list. And so the signer needs to understand why they are signing this. Why are you opposed to this? And you've said it already. Why are you opposed to this? Because it looks like it's gonna decrease my taxes overall because of the income tax decrease, but it's actually gonna be worse for me because of the increase in gas and grocery taxes. That's good. But every one of these packets is serialized, and there's a unique number on each one of them. This number is provided by the Lieutenant Governor's office, and so again, this packet with that number is issued to you, and you're responsible for it. Thank you very much, and good luck making this a training video.